Good morning, everybody. It's Kelly from Loch Briar Knits, and this is episode 74. I sound very certain about that, don't I? I'm coming to you from the Schooner House because we decided to come down here for the weekend to get out of the house since we've been working from home all week. So we're here. I've been doing some little kind of daily, actually I've been probably posting every 3 or 4 days, but doing little kind of vlogs as well. But this is a knitting podcast, by the way. Welcome to all the new and returning viewers. This is not the usual setup, so we're just going to kind of work around. My husband is downstairs, so this feels kind of a little awkward talking into the screen when you know there's somebody downstairs listening to you like you're a little crazy. He should be used to the crazy by now. Anyway, welcome everybody. Episode 74. Yeah, so I hope everybody's doing well with the self-isolation and the staying home. We're doing pretty good. I do have to go into the office usually a few times a week for what usually is supposed to be a couple hours and ends up being 5 or 6 hours. But I'm actually the only one in the office. I think I'm the only one that goes into the office except when we have checks to be signed, and then I do all the prep for that. And I call the first signing officer, tell them they can come in. So they come in and they sign the checks in their office and then wipe everything down. And then the second signing officer comes in, signs things at their desk. Everybody's all gloved up and everything. So we're taking safety whole new level now. But when I'm in the office, I'm literally the only one there, so that's really good. I get lots of work done. And I find I don't like working from home very much because I find it really hard to kind of separate work from home. And also sitting on a hard chair at the kitchen table is ergonomically not good. But plus side, I am still working. We both are, so we're very fortunate that way. So yeah, I hope everybody else is doing well. It's a little blinding. I've got the light coming in. This is kind of the first semi-nice day we've had. We had like crazy high winds for, oh God, it must have been almost 3 days, just like relentless. I was starting to get a little crazy from it. But now I got blue sky, but it's a little blinding. It's about, I don't know what time it is. It's maybe like 10 in the morning, maybe. So we may be dealing with some light issues, but we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it. So let's dive in. I've got a finished object. Da, 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 da. Anyone want to guess what it is? Socks. Oh. So these were the second pair of the languishing second sock that the first sock, which I think was this one, was done back in 2017, right before Christmas. And then the Christmas knitting took over, and then I just never got back to doing the second sock. So the second sock is now done. This was done out of my Forest and Sky colorway. So it has like a cool little micro striping effect until you get down to here. Which if you were doing like a separate heel and cuff, you probably, I don't know if you'd run into that issue as much. Maybe you would, I don't know. It's hard to say because then it's the gusset here that's the problem. The heel looks fantastic. It's not a problem. I actually don't mind it. I like the effect. But if you were going for like a striping, it's not self-striping. But I love the colors in it. I love like the bright blues and then the kind of pop green. So these turned out actually really good. Once I got going on it, it was pretty quick, but The, this cuff is a little bigger than this cuff. And I think a lot of the times when I'm doing the second sock, I'm doing the ribbing and then I'm just like, okay, I'm over the ribbing. Let's move on. Without really checking to see if maybe it's the same length, but it's not that much of a difference really when I kind of pull them up to their, it's close enough. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. So that's my finished job. It's just your straight up vanilla sock. Second sock. I now have no languishing second socks. Success! So that's that. And that leads me to, hang on everybody. I have to reach down because I'm using the tables. My setup here is like a little table, a smaller table on top of it, the game sequence, and then a hardcover book, and then my tripod. So I am doing now, one of my make nines was to do a pattern sock, and this was one of the socks that was on my list. It's the Galiano sock from Tracie Millar of the Grocery Girls. And look at that, it is so pretty. So I had originally started, and if you watch my blog, you know my little tale of woe. I had originally started, I get the Quince & Co. quarterly, which has like a pattern, the yarn for it, and then usually like a little other treat inside. So the first one that I got, which was 3 quarters ago, was for a pattern sock. Oops, I forgot I've got this clipped. There, so badly need a haircut. So I started the pattern sock and I kept screwing it up. I could not get the pattern. I don't know what I was doing. I think I know what I was doing, but I'm not sure because I didn't go back to check. I finally got frustrated. And the other part was it had you cast on 69 stitches. I normally cast on 56. So I was looking at it and it was going to be way too big. And I couldn't figure out how to shrink it down. I couldn't get the pattern right on those 69 stitches. So I think I messed this up. I'm just going to pop it out there. I'll tell you about the shampoo update later. It's a knitting podcast. Anyway, so I couldn't get it to work doing the stitch count that they called for. So I wasn't even really going to attempt to try to shrink it down to 56 stitches and try to adjust the pattern when I couldn't get it the first time. So anyway, I thought, well, I still want to do a pattern sock. So I pulled out the Galiano sock pattern and I started that. And at first it took me a little bit to get the pattern going. But now it's become like really intuitive. There's one round where I kind of pay attention because that's got some yarn overs and stuff and I just don't want to screw it up. But I'm almost done the leg. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have one more section to do. So this is the yarn. It's Quince & Co. and it's in the Tern base, which I think is actually, let me see if I get it here. I think that might be, I don't think it has nylon in it. Does it say? Oh no, it does. Well, it has silk. So it's 75% American wool, 25% silk. So I was thinking it was like, I didn't know if it had like a silk or nylon component to it, but it does have silk. So it's good for socks, which is good because he's on a sock pattern with it. Whatever. Use your brain, Kelly. So anyway, here's what I have so far. I love it. I love doing cables. And it's a little fiddly doing them. I've never done them on a sock before, obviously, because this is my first pattern sock. And I haven't done cables in a while, which is crazy because I love doing cables. And I had this incredible urge the other week to find a Guernsey sweater pattern, which I think may be overreaching right now where my concentration's a little me. So, but it doesn't mean I can't find the pattern. So if anybody actually has a good Guernsey pattern for a sweater, pop it down below. I'll take a look. So anyway, yeah, this is, I'm gonna stretch it out. So this is what I've got so far, and I'll get everything out of the way so you can actually see. But I love this pattern. So these will be like little eyelets. I'm gonna block this. I don't normally block my socks because I only ever done vanilla socks, and honestly, I just don't really need to be blocked. But I really want to have this pattern like just really look its absolute best. So it's a twisted rib, and I still have a little tiny bit of laddering, but you can barely notice it. So it's kind of like this one here. Yeah, but you know what? When that's gonna block out, you can barely notice it. I notice it but I think if you were just looking at it normally, you wouldn't. And I totally just dropped my hair. So I love it. I have one more little cable doohickey thing to go. I'm doing 7, and then I'll start in, and I think, yeah, you carry the pattern all the way down to the toe. I think you can see, I think I'm holding that right. I can't see the screen when I hold anything up to it because it blocks it, so sorry. So I think too, I'm probably gonna have a fair bit of yarn left over, I think, because these are 50-gram balls. And that's not gonna take the whole sock because number one, it was 56 stitches, not 69, and I have really small feet. My foot size is like 5.5. So I think I'll have leftover. I wonder if I can, oops, I'm all, okay, anyway. I wonder if I can get like, I don't think I can get 2 pairs of socks out of a 50-gram ball because it's kind of a longer leg, but I would guess it's only going to take me maybe 1.5, if that. So I will have some left over, which I think I will probably just put in my habitation throw, maybe. Or I may hang onto it and use it for maybe doing alternating toe and cuff on another pair of socks. I could do that. Okay, so there, that's all. I am drinking tea today, my lemon ginger stash tea. Check out this mug. I don't know if I showed you guys this mug before. It's really pretty, and then it's all green in the inside. This is my Schooner House tea mug. I also have a Schooner House coffee mug. My husband thinks I'm weird because I have different mugs for different things. Like I have a coffee mug at home for the morning, but if I drink coffee in the afternoon, there's like an afternoon coffee mug. And then I have different tea mugs depending on the day, what time of day it is. I don't know, maybe I am weird. So this is being housed in one of my little baskets from Ghana, and that's the other ball. I got them all caked up, ready to go. And you know what? This sock is knitting up really quickly. And I think it's kind of the same effect as stripy socks, where you just want to get to the next cable, and then, oh, well, I'll just go to the next cable. Oh, I'll just go to the next cable. And the next thing you know, like yesterday, I probably was around here. I should probably move my marker now. But I think I put about 3 cable sections in. Maybe even more, maybe I did 4. Just kind of in one sitting. There we go. So yeah, it's going fast. And it's just kind of that, oh, I gotta get to the next one. I'll go to the next one, I'll go to the next one. And so it's very enjoyable. I did also bring though, just yarn for doing just a vanilla sock in case I need that. Oh, and next up, so I'll put that there because we'll talk about that later. Next up is I did work. I did a fair bit of work on my childhood sweater. So I did end up having, which I think I showed you on the last episode, ripping back the whole front section pretty much. So I started knitting that, make sure I'm not going to drop any stitches. So this is what I've done so far. I don't actually know how much. Let me see if I can stand up without, there, I'll stick that in my pocket. So, ooh, here's what I've done so far. To give you a sense of how much I knit, I probably knit like about this much after ripping back to kind of here on the front end, because I had only knit, for any new viewers, I literally had this kind of split in half, and for some reason had a section here on hold and was just knitting this half. And in the 2 episodes ago, I think it was, as I was showing my progress, I was looking at it going, something's not right. Something is very, very wrong. So I have fixed my problem and we are back in business. So I have, how many more rows? I have to go 38 repeats of 2 rows, and I'm on the 19th repeat right now. I just finished the 19th repeat, so I've got 18 more to go. Seems kind of long, but I guess that's going to be the split for the, I wonder if I can, I may be asking for trouble here. Let's see what happens. Oh, good Lord. There. Okay. This probably isn't going to lay very well because I've got a cowl neck on underneath. So yeah, so it'll probably go down, I think maybe to about, I don't know, that seems kind of long when you're considering the sleeves. But I'm not going to question the pattern anymore because when I did that the last time, it did not go well. But I do like the turtleneck. I love turtlenecks. So I'm going to do a little work on that today because that's kind of good mindless knitting. I can watch it while I'm watching podcasts. I just dropped my row counter. Wait. So I'm going to work on that today. And that's just in my loop bag. And then I think the dog's in the stairs. Okay, somebody's on the stairs. So next up, I guessed on, nope, I did a swatch for a new sweater. I am going to do the Rift by Jacqueline Cieslak. Jacqueline Cieslak. I think I could be totally massacring that. But I was originally going to do the Barocco yarn that I really like, that I can't pronounce the line's name. So I'm not even going to try. But then I was like, I decided to switch over because I had that for the Gramps Revive sweater. And then I was like, I don't know if I want to not use that for the Gramps Revive sweater. And I didn't know if I'd have enough. I'm playing with my hair a lot today because of the new shampoo. We'll talk about that later. So anyways, I decided to switch over to, find my tag. Oh, there it is. I decided to do the Elizabeth Davold Silky Wool. And it's in this beautiful, like burgundy, deep burgundy color. And it's a sport weight yarn. So that's the tag. I have this in another color. It's like a gold color as well. But I thought the other reason I decided not to do the Barocco yarn was I was kind of looking at the color, and then I was thinking about the dresses in my wardrobe that I'd probably be wearing it over. And because the color was sort of like, I couldn't decide if it was blue with a gray undertone or gray with a blue undertone. I was kind of riding that line. But I was looking at it thinking there's a few dresses that it just I wouldn't be able to wear it with. And it was kind of one of the dresses that I wear a lot that I wanted to be able to wear the sweater with. But the burgundy will pretty much go with every dress that I have that I would be wearing it with. So I decided to switch it over, and I did. She recommends a 5mm needle in the pattern, but the yarn recommends a 4mm. I think that's how it was. 4mm? Yes. So I thought I'll just do a gauge swatch. I brought both up. And I did a gauge swatch because I don't want it to be too, like see-through, I guess. So here's what I did yesterday. This is the, I'm gonna get a little closer. So, here we go. So this here is the 5mm, and this is the 4mm, and then I blocked it, and there's not a whole lot of difference, and I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but see if I get out of the way, see if you can see. This one was a little gauzier, more see-through, and this one was a bit more, I'm trying to do this to see if it shows, less. So like, I don't know, can you really, is this showing? So this is more see-through. I can see it at this angle, but I don't know if it's showing up on the screen very well. But I also wanted to see, because I wanted the yarn to be drapier as well. Like if I hold it up like this, I think this is the back side. You can kind of see this is definitely more see-through, which is fine because it's going to be over things, but I also wanted it not to be so kind of gauzy or whatever that it wouldn't keep me warm, because I want to wear it in the office or wear it out in the evenings or on cooler days, and kind of start wearing it in the spring, which our springs are crap. Like, what did it do? Anyway, so, and I can kind of see there's a slight, you can kind of see how it sort of goes in as you go up. But there's so much positive ease in this sweater that I don't think that's going to make really much of a difference at all. Because I was going between doing the size, my bust measurement is usually about like 37.5. So if I say 38, the way I've been eating chocolate lately, I stopped drinking wine pretty much, you know, like I'll have a glass now and then if we go out to dinner or whatever, but clearly we're not going out to dinner. So in the new year, I just thought, you know, I don't know, just kind of over the wine for a bit. And but as soon as we were going to be quarantined, I was just like, I have to have chocolate. Like I have to have chocolate every day. So apparently the chocolate has just replaced the wine, one sugar for another, right? So at the rate I'm going, I should probably put a little more ease in this sweater than originally intended. But where's my glasses here? Originally I was looking at maybe doing the size 40, like for the 40-inch bust. And she recommends, if you prefer less ease, 6 to 9 inch ease. 6 to 9 inches. And if you want more ease, go for the 9 to 12 inches. So I would definitely want less ease because I don't want it to be too loose, but I don't want it to be fitted either. So I just want that kind of comfy in between. So I think what I might do, because I'm using the smaller needle and the gauge is like a little in. I'll just make up my own terminology. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I did the 16 stitches. Is that 4 inches? Maybe that is 4 inches. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It's maybe like 1 or 2 stitches off 4 inches. That's my very accurate. This is about 1 inch. So this is me 1, 2, right. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I will make it the size 44, and that will give me, probably about 6 inches with the tighter gauge, give me about 5 to 6 inches of ease, which is fine. That's about as much as I would want. And I love the color, and this, when I blocked it, turned out so like floopy and soft. So this is floopy. It's going to have a really nice drape to it, is what I'm saying. So I may cast that on today, because, you know, can't have too many projects. And I also have the Sweater Hug by Skein that I've cast on that I haven't worked on yet, but I do want to work on that as well. I'm just like, I'm on a real cast on kick right now. And then I realized I don't actually have a shawl. I'm doing the habitation throw, which is kind of like my version of the scrappy blanket. So I just kind of picked that up when I just want something mindless. But I'm looking over at the floor. I think I see a stitch marker over there. I should probably pick that up before the dog does. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't bring that with me though. So I can, and I purposely didn't bring the Sweater Hug with me because I wanted to get that cast on and didn't want my attention span thwarted. But that is everything. That's everything I'm working on and finished. So, well, it's everything I'm working on that I brought with me, I guess. So other than that, we've been keeping well. We've pretty much been staying, you know, isolated. We take the dog out for a couple walks a day, but we usually do like an early morning one. I usually do that one because I'm more of the morning person, and I love early mornings. So I take her out when it's nice and quiet and nobody else is out, which is good. And then my husband usually will do the kind of after work one, or he'll take her out at lunchtime sometimes. So she gets about 2, sometimes 3, like 20-minute walks a day, which seems to be working well. She's kind of hit her rangy teenage period right now, so she's being a bit of a handful at times. Which actually is probably good that we're both at home, so we can kind of enforce the training while we're there. But yeah, we're doing that. He's our point person for groceries, so he's the only one that's going out into the grocery stores. My stepson works in the grocery store in the deli department, and I guess he's working 5 days in a row next week because school's out. I think they're doing some online schooling, so he's going to have to balance, you know, that. He's working, some days it's 4-hour shifts, some days it's 8-hour shifts. I don't like the fact that he's working that much at the grocery store, because that kind of puts him more in line to pick something up, and then he picks it up and passes it on to his mom, passes it on to us. And then next thing, everybody's quarantined and sick. So, but not my call. So, which, quite honestly, if I'm affected by it, I think I should have a say. But whatever. So yeah, so that's pretty much all. We came out to the summer house. We share this with my father-in-law. He usually comes down, I think he usually arrives around May. But he won't be this time around. He's got a bit of a compromised immune system right now because he had some health issues. So he's up in, well, he was in Toronto. He's outside of Toronto now, staying with his sister, just kind of get out of the city and just be in a bit of a safer area to make sure he doesn't get caught. So obviously you can't travel anywhere. So he's staying up there. So we'll probably be coming down here most weekends that we can. I'm taking next week with the Easter holiday coming up. I took Thursday and then the following Monday off for vacation. So I think what I'm going to do, my stepson is working quite a few of the days in the weekend, which it's our weekend with him. So it's just, it would be like an hour drive back and forth to drop him off to work and then pick him up again. So you're looking at like an hour there, turn around and come back 2 hours later, an hour. Like it doesn't make sense to do that. So I don't think we'll be coming down here next weekend, which really sucks because I wanted a nice long weekend down here, but just to get out of the house. But I think I'm gonna come down on the Tuesday and maybe one other day and do some more dyeing for the shop. My Bear Yarn order. Use your words, Kelly. Arrived on Friday, so right before we left, so that was good timing. So I've got stock and I just have to get going on, maybe this will work on today too, is I'll kind of go through my totally blanking, recipes and my inspiration board for colors and see what I want to do next. What else? That's really about it. Oh, the shampoo. So I tried this new shampoo because that's what I do. Sometimes I get on these shampoo kicks. So, which I think I mentioned in my vlog, which I haven't uploaded yet, which will probably get uploaded before this one, but I don't know. So anyways, I got this new shampoo that you order online. It's Fusion, and you choose it based on the kind of hair that you have and then what you want the shampoo to do for your hair. So you pick like these 5 different categories of what you want it to do for your hair, and then you describe your hair. So for me, I had medium, which I probably should have picked fine. I was kind of going between the two, but I said medium. wavy, and I forget what the other category was. And then the 5 things you want to do. So I was like anti-aging, moisturizing, anti-frizz, and 2 other things. Then you pick like the scent, which I picked peach, which is, oh my God, my hair smells so good. Oh, for the scent alone. And then you can pick what color you want, or you can pick no color at all and go dye free. But it's paraben free, sulfate free, vegan, cruelty free, all the things I was looking for. So anyways, I tried it at home yesterday, and oh my God, my hair felt like super light, like airy. Like it was just amazing, and it was so incredibly soft. But I thought the real test will be when I bring it out here, because at home we're on city water and out here we're on a well. So it's hard water, but we have like a water softener system or whatever. But my hair is always different out here. So, but oh my God, it's just like so soft and light and floofy, but in a good way. But my hair really needs to get cut. Like it's, I probably need to cut about that much off. The ends are starting to get a little funky. And the gray's all growing in. This is my isolation look. So that's it. Let's see, I think that's pretty much all. Just like trying to keep busy, doing lots of knitting, getting walks in. I've got some at-home workouts that I'm going to start, which I kept saying for the last 2 weeks, but now I really have to do it because my back's getting really sore. So I've got some yoga workouts. I got some at-home strength training workouts that I'm going to do. And yeah, just trying to make the best use of my time. And make sure that when I come out of this, I still fit into my clothing with all the chocolate I'm eating. So that's going to be about it. I think we'll wrap it up here. So I hope you guys are all doing well, and you're staying home and staying safe, and everybody's staying healthy and not getting too shack-wacky. I hope you're getting lots of knitting done, and I will see you guys soon for the next episode. And I'm probably going to keep doing some of the little daily vlogs that I upload like once or twice a week, just to kind of give me something to do and give you guys something to watch. So I will see you guys soon. See ya.